Hi Aries, welcome to my channel. We're doing your reading today. We're doing, I don't have my October 1 to 7. I don't have my pad. Okay, I know it is October 1 to 7. It's a weekly reading. I've already finished your weekly, monthly, bi-weekly, and also your 10-10 portal reading, just in case you haven't seen that. So we're all up to date here. We are doing tarot. I'm doing astrology as well. The astrology part I have divided into October 1 to 7. So there's a day of like a good for money, a day of good for this. So it's divided into those days where what's good for money, relationship, all those things, so that it can guide you. So that's what I did with astrology, which is here in this reading. And then we are celebrating Diwali. There's a lot of things that I'm celebrating this month of October, and the 21st is the darkest new moon. And as a way to give thanks to all the people, show gratitude to everyone who has supported this channel, my personal reading is down there because I do practice the Jyotish, which is the science of light, to shed light in the people who's having dark times right now. There's a special value discount that I give for my personal reading only on the Diwali. I do this in Diwali. Okay. This is a kind of like a good energy giving. Okay. So it's discounted. It's down there. It's a one-on-one reading with me. So just in case you need some guidance. Okay. So we're going to do your reading. Oh, but let me explain the days. Okay, so we're gonna look at your chart first, and then we're going to proceed with, of course, your tarot. What I'm gonna do here for everyone is like we're going to start from October 1 to 7. Okay, and I'm gonna move the chart, meaning the transit of the planets, and what is favorable, okay, on that specific day. Is it good for love? Is it good for money? Like, what are the pros and cons of that day? So that way you can plan your week ahead. So that's October 1 to 7. Now, we're going to start here so I don't take much of your time because I'm not pretty sure you're busy. So I already have it in October 1. Okay, remember I do sidereal Vedic astrology. For October 1, majority of us are trying to understand, this is more of like focusing on what the work that needs to be done. We have a moon in Capricorn during the time. And a moon in Capricorn means like our mind, emotions, and feelings is in the 10th house. So everybody is probably just going through their day or just trying to get things done. That's one thing. With Moon going into in a house of career, which is a natural 10th house, then this is the best time for us to set our goals, make sure that we are on schedule as our like commitments, bookings, like there are certain goals that you have. This is the very perfect time for us to set during that day. Okay, so that's in October 1. October 1 also is a time for us to kind of probably less there should be less, we avoid friction as far as like relationship is concerned. Okay, there are some certain issues that we might discuss with our person if you are in a relationship or if you're dating, and that becomes an issue. So we would need to try to avoid. I remember October 1 is a Wednesday. I'm just checking the calendar. Yes, it is a Wednesday. Um, and during the time, okay, Wednesday is ruled by, we have Moon. Monday, okay, is ruled by Moon. Tuesday, yes, ruled by Mars. Wednesday, ruled by Mercury. And Mercurial day on a Wednesday, it's good to communicate. However, we do have Mars in Libra. And that adds some spice in our relationship. So be very careful on what you speak, how you text, because Mercury also rules communication and, like cell phone, social media, all those gadgets, email. Just be careful. That's something that I would advise for people who are in a relationship or talking to someone. So just be careful in sending out those emails. Other transactions we are doing as far as like, because the sun is still in Virgo during this time, if we are setting goals for health, it's going to be very, very good for that particular day. Sun is 14 degrees during that time. Saturn is still retrograde, which only gives us time for us to kind of slow things down, while a buildup of pressure has been going in our time right now for the past since, I believe, July, because Saturn goes retrograde for 5 months. So it's going to go direct on coming November. Now, let's move to your October 2nd here. Now, for October 2nd, and that would fall into a Thursday. Thursday is ruled by Jupiter, right? Jupiter, Guru, Brihaspati, the most benefic Graha. This is the planet of expansion and growth. So Thursday, if we set our intention for growth, this is going to be a good time for us. On Thursday, one thing that I want to advise everyone, since it's a Thursday, we have Jupiter in Gemini. It is a natural third house, and Jupiter here, in a way, it lacks that ability of support. So I would need you to, what I mean by that is like it's a Marakastana, we call it, and it's been there though. It's been there for this year. It's not just the first time. It's 28 degrees actually. So it's at its end, but not, because it's going to go retrograde. It's moving fast. It's moving fast right now. And what happens in the third house, though, it purifies our intention. So if you have a plan to create, to start something, a desire, this becomes a little bit more of a purist. So we need to be more pure with our intention, with our desire. So let's just say you want to have a good health. Okay, you want to have a good body. Then your desire is to, let's just say you fit it in the clothes. That's your desire. But you have to purify, meaning it's like, okay, well, if I'm doing this so that I have longevity, not just for the looks, the aesthetic. So it becomes a little bit critical on our desire because it always has to come with good intention. And this has been happening for the previous months ahead. But at 28 degrees now on October 2 and on the Thursday itself, Jupiter becomes such the highlight where what you want needs to be really, really clear and purify. Okay, so that's something that you need to kind of, in a way, have a clear, very, very clear understanding. On October 3, all right, so we focus on that, which is, of course, that's a Friday. And then on a Friday, of course, we look at Venus. Venus rules that day. And Venus is in Leo at this time with K2. So what does it mean? Venus in the house of Leo, which is the sun, because Venus and sun does not go well together.
One of my biggest regret is not knowing about Diwali. And I don't want to gatekeep from you guys. 4 years ago, I had no money. Now I have my dream home, my dream car, and the most amazing relationship. I created this talisman with the most strongest crystal for this Diwali that helped me manifest my dreams. Amber for fame, green aventurine for luck, red jade for soulmate, amethyst for protection, and citrine for wealth. It took me 4 years to turn my life around, but for you, it could be at your doorstep tomorrow. So visit my website, eatreadlove.me.
There has been some jealousy between the two of them. Sun hates Venus because she is bright. She is actually brighter than the sun. And in Leo, so becomes now uncomfortable for us with anything that is Leo, but it is ruled by Venus during that day. And Leo is a house of being regal, royal, of course, but it's a house of happiness. It's also a house where we create, okay, because you have third house, your idea. Fifth house is like we create something that makes us happy. And if it's about dating and romance, that's also the fifth house. So that's Leo. But with K2 there, this becomes a significant day for us to connect with soulful. Like when I say soulful, like with our soulmate. So if you have a special person, well, this is the perfect time for us to have that good understanding of like what is love between the two of you, and it's going to be very soulful. But just be careful, because if you already have Mars in the previous day in Libra and you guys are in the rocks right now, Friday makes it even more intense with K2 and Venus. So again, if you backtrack on the October 1, right, and we are now in October 3, just be careful on that Friday, because if it has started already like friction on October 1 Friday, well, then do expect a certain hardship, and it might lead to separation. So just be careful on that one, relationship wise. Now let's move to October 4, which of course it falls on a Saturday. That Saturday, we have to look at Saturn. Saturn rules that day. And what does it mean when Saturn is in retrograde? It's all about taking a step back, and kind of like making sure that we don't skip any process. We don't do shortcuts. Saturday, normally people are out and about. Either Sunday is the cleaning of the home, and Saturday is out and about. So let's just say you're out having fun, you have some plans on that weekend on Saturday. Well, with Pisces right here, Saturn in Pisces, we kind of get restriction from it. So it's not about fun during that time. It's actually, if you are doing some cleaning on a Saturday, it is much favorable. If you go out, it will become an issue with friends or family. It's not like, oh, it's just going to be a terrible day. You won't have as much fun. So if there is something that you need to do on a Saturday, it's actually the loose ends. Things that you have been procrastinating. Maybe it's the garage, maybe it's your closet that needs fixing. Maybe it's, like doing all the things that you have been delaying and delaying and delaying. Saturn there is going to tell you now, well, this time around, we have to do it first. So it's all about prioritizing on this coming Saturday with Saturn in Pisces. And if it's any travel, it might also lead to a certain delay. Well, fast approaching, we are on October 5. And October 5, of course, that is a Sunday, and the Surya, which is a sun, rules that day. And sun is in Virgo during this time. Health regimen. Do your Surya Namaskar. Do your yoga, your meditation. Because remember, Sunday, which is Surya, this is the best time for us to connect with our Atma, okay, with our soul self. So Sunday, we reserve that day to have a deep connection with our soul being, because we are busy the whole week, and then this is a time for us to nurture that soul self. Okay, because we got a physical body, we got, and then the soul self on a Sunday. But on the sixth house, of course, this is a day to day, which means that there are things in your schedule that chances are, okay, will have, it's not a change, but the schedule will be more highlighted of like, okay, well, I gotta be on this, I gotta be on that. And what you want here is actually it's perfection. You might be very critical with the things that you have to do on that particular, because this is the only day I can do it. I cannot do it the other day. So just be careful, because remember, Mars is still in Libra, and that creates conflict with your relationship. So Sunday is more of like going within, and we avoid the people out there. Just in case you guys are wondering, and be careful because there's a lot of confusion during that day. Moon and Rahu is together, and when Moon and Rahu is together, it creates confusion in Aquarius. So that specific day, kind of play it safe. Let's try to avoid as much as interaction. So going on a good walk by yourself is much better than a group. Now we are approaching after that the first Monday of October, which is October 6th. Monday is ruled by the moon, and Moon and Saturn is together in Pisces. While Moon has no enemy, Saturn and Moon can create stress. So what it does is Saturn has a pressure. You know the rings around? Oh, it's not a pressure, but with Moon in it, in the house of Jupiter, it becomes a little bit complicated for our mind to function during that day. And yes, it is the start of the week. Monday, we would feel a lot of pressure. So just in case you are at work or you are at your business, if you have some quiet time in the middle of the day, or you can take a nice walk for just a good 15 to 20 minutes, it's going to be very, very good for the mind. Because remember, when you're walking, you're doing a walk, Saturn, we're doing a good remedy for Saturn over there. Okay, so Monday, just be careful. A lot of stress are coming in the start of the week, and especially we have the holidays coming in really, really fast. So there's kind of like a lot of pressure already in the planning in the future. So just be mindful of that. And the last, which is October 7, and that falls on a Tuesday, which is for Mangal. This is for Mars. Remember, Mars and Mercury now at this point is in Libra. So Mars and Mercury are enemies. They don't like each other because Mercury likes to think and Mars just wants to take action. And what it happens here is like you may do something in the relationship, in the connection, you want to do it now, not tomorrow. And your person would be like, no, let's have some time. How about we think about it first? Let's process. Well, that's where the conflict is going to come through. So just be careful because Venus and Ketu together, it's still kind of like for a relationship, a do or die. So we can preserve this relationship by avoiding certain conversations about taking action. So it's actually take some time, do not force the situation. And that is your October 7th. Such a lovely, lovely prediction for everyone. So make sure you put in the comments down there what your plan is, okay, for that week. And now, as always, we're gonna start your tarot. Okay, now that you know the days and the specific, let's go to your tarot. I have shared there the Diwali, guys. This is the Diwali charm talisman. It's a miracle, a blessing. Okay, that's what it does. Okay, so it took me so long to manifest, but now this can be in your doorstep tomorrow. It's same day shipping, guys. As we continue the celebration and all this gift giving, okay, at the checkout, when you get this, you choose your zodiac kit. You can see it, it's here. You choose your zodiac sign, add to your cart. It's free. This is your zodiac gift set. It's free to you for the Aries. And then also site wide, I'm giving away a free dia. It's a lamp. All right, it's a lamp. I ship it to you. Later, I'm going to share with you what's the important of that lamp. Okay, the dia. So let's begin here. A lot of people are getting this card. I don't know why. Ooh, okay. It's like, it's not good, and then it became good. Oh, good. You have a Seven of Swords, the World, and then you have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Now, the way I see this is that there's something that you want to free yourself. You're trying to check out if you can. Like, can I do this? You know, because that's a 7. I feel like that's a 7. It's a little sneaky way of doing it. You're checking out how far you can bend the rules, how far, without really breaking the rules. You see, like the 7 of Swords is sneaking out. The World card it shows like, I just want something new, something fresh, something freeing, okay, for this week. Do remember, Mars is in the 7th house. Just be careful with your relationship. And Mercury is there, non-committal. The World with the Wheel of Fortune is like, no, I want something like an opportunity. Let's just say you have a job right now and then you want to go out and then have an interview. Okay, it's not, it's like, I'm just checking out what's out there. I'm just going to apply and then see if I get the interview, okay. Because the Wheel of Fortune is abundance. The Wheel of Fortune is luck towards your favor. So you kind of want to roll the dice in October 1 to 7. You're testing your luck. Okay, you're playing with fate as well. I hope you're not playing the fate. Okay, Three of Cups to the Nine of Cups. We're going to download the app and see who matches with you. Okay, let's see. There's also someone that you could be stalking right now, Seven of Swords with the World card in the Wheel of Fortune. Foreign land. You could be stalking their socials, trying to check out what they do, what they post. Okay, got it. Three of Wands and the Seven of Swords. This is interesting. This is someone who's avoiding an individual who's looking forward to seeing you or vice versa. Okay? And then you have a King of Wands and then the World. This is you. You're out and about, and then I feel like with the Five of Pentacles, you're gonna leave someone behind, and that's gonna be no contact, no communication. Capiche? That's what you're gonna do. It's like this is your sneaking out. This is like, yeah, I just needed a way out of this, let's just say certain connection. Five of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune, someone is begging to give them a second chance. Yes, like this is an opportunity that they probably It's like, oh, I didn't know. Okay. Like, opportunity, like they didn't know like you're gonna pull the plug and just avoid them. Like you're putting someone into a no contact right now, and they are asking for you to come back. And this is how I feel like you sneak out. It's like, yeah, the moment that I found out that this and that, after you stalking them with the Seven of Swords, and it's like, yep, I just ghosted them. It's like, it doesn't matter. This is what you did or what you're about to do. It feels like you waited. That's why. You waited for so long, Seven of Pentacles, you realize, because you have the Empress card right there, this is a big realization for you. That's like, no, I actually realize, self-value, Seven of Pentacles and the Empress. And then you have the Page of Coins right here. And it's giving like I don't care about your apology because that's a Page of Pentacles. And then the Empress is like, no, I'm not gonna accept that. I've waited for that because they break their silence. So you put them into the no contact, they break their silence, they reach out, they text, they ask for forgiveness. Okay. And then you could also be playing the field here, not like that, but meaning like, no, I'm just gonna wait maybe like 2 days before I would reply. You're kind of pulling their leg over here. Mm-hmm. Okay. You're dilly-dally about this, Aries. Your Eight of Pentacles and Hierophant. You're looking at the relationship. Yeah, I mean, like, if it's gonna work, okay, fine, it's gonna work. But with a tower, I feel like you want to drive this off the cliff. No, like, no one is driving the cliff, but I'm talking about like you want to push this relationship to be over because you feel that one, either it's not what it was before, the spice is gone, this is not there anymore, you've outgrown each other, which is very normal. And then you realize also, Empress with the Wheel of Fortune, this is like, this is my time, this is my moment, and I want to enjoy life. So in a way, you find yourself with an Empress and the Wheel of Fortune. It's like, yeah, I'm much better. I'm doing much better ever since I don't talk to them, I avoid them, and because this is success right here, there's a windfall. Oh, especially there's a windfall of money, okay, for the Aries. One thing that I'm sharing with you guys, remember the Dia when I told you, it's like this is a remedy for wealth. Okay, so on October 21st at night, you will light it, the lamp. Don't leave it unattended. You light the lamp. Okay, because that night, Goddess Lakshmi, it is known that she comes out at night. Yes, she always comes at night. But during this time, there's a churning of the ocean, right? And she would give us the blessing. She would visit the house, the cleanest house, so clean the house. Okay, and make sure you have a Sri Yantra on the northeast side of your home. This one I'll tag in the corner because she will give you the blessing and the wealth. Okay, so this one I'll tag it. And that's what the Dia is for, okay? Because this is luck and opportunity coming your way. And don't forget the Diwali, okay? Because this is this one. I will energize it for you because I feel like for you, this is more of an option at this point. This relationship, this connection is hanging in your balance. King of Wands, Tower, and the Five of Pentacles. Like, this is it. Like, if they make it, if they turn it around between October 1 to 7, okay. But if they don't, then they don't. And then you put a period because you have the tower, and so it's like, yeah, I was out before it was ever, whatever that they're thinking, I wasn't there anymore. Mm-hmm. Because there is also something new or someone new coming in your way. Very interesting read for the for the Aries. Okay, now don't forget the Amavasya, okay, which is the new moon. This is the darkest new moon on the 21st. It is a time to celebrate light over darkness. So if this is your darkness, okay, make sure you wear this. That's why this is same day shipping. We do free shipping in the US. We ship to more than 90 countries across the globe. Sa Pilipinas, andyan po yung Shopee. Okay? So, understand that this is the reason why I'm in a rush for this. Add to cart your free kit. I want you to get the Dia. Oh, and I forgot. there's a 50% off there. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. For all the people who's trying to reach out, and then, like, because it's very important for us to manifest during this time. So I want to reach out to as more people out there. So I made a collection right there. So for people, it's more friendlier. Okay, there's a Diwali special. There is a discount, 50% on some of the charm talisman that I would want you to try. So I'm just gonna wait for the Aries.